Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Monday, October the 21st. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions you may have for me, you can use this email address. This is a link to get into our free room, 100% free. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our trading room. I open the room every morning at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when I start to share my screen, get live on the mic. And I go up to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and up to 3 o'clock on Fridays. Any questions you may have for me, you can use this. Actually, I'm sorry, I've already talked about that. I meant to say in the email that you're getting, you will see a link actually for the test drive sign up. Now, not exactly. The test drive will start on November 11th. So the link you see, if you fill that form out, then what will happen is once the test drive is able to be, once you're able to sign up for the test drive, you will get an email. So the test drive will actually start on November the 11th. So, but if you just want to be reminded of it, you'll see the link in order to sign up. Well, not that exciting a day, and I'm in this trade here. I've got to watch it. Back into this one at 525, the GLYC. Really nothing that I have seen today that has a lot of follow through. Of course, last week we had a lot of the small floats. We had follow through. This one, thought maybe, just maybe, this one could have been the one for the day. ONTX. It's only 5.6 million in the float. It popped over one. I got into that one. I think it was at I think it was 108 or something like that. 108. It did move up to 112, and then as it came down, I said, you know what, I just don't like it. It didn't have any news with it also, at least the other ones from last week. Again, whether you think the news is great or not, at least they had press releases. This had no news at all, but it did have a lot of volume that came in, but it just couldn't sustain itself. So, got out of that one with no gain. Again, the GLYC, this is actually an AI alert from 486. Good percentage move. I didn't get in here. I waited for the 5 break. Got in at 507, 508 actually. It popped up, sold at 518. Watch it come down here, and then got back in at 525, a little bit under here, or actually right there, 525. So I just have to watch this one to see if it can hold this area. If not, I was waiting for that break of the high of the day, 523, and that's why I took it at 525. Just have to see if this holds. Relatively low float, 33 million in the float. You can see this will probably make the watch list for tomorrow. Just take a look at it on the weekly chart. Obviously, a huge amount of room. Got absolutely kicked, this week, and then especially that week. So just have to see if it has any sort of recovery in it, but it'll probably make the watch list for tomorrow to see, as long as it holds 5, because it has this massive void potential fill. Another one that I tried was ONB. Now, it doesn't look very good on that weekly chart, but I'll show you what I was watching on that Well, I have to see it on the daily, really. Even then, you can't really see it, but this was an earnings play. This is a little bank, a regional bank, and I thought maybe it could get up to the 19 level. Actually, you can't really see it there. Anyway, when it broke over 18, I decided to take it. One of the few earnings plays. A lot of these little regional banks had done extremely well last week. Get to the 15-minute time frame. And so I ended up taking this trade. I think it was right at 1816. Started to move a little bit, 1822. And then as it moved down, I said no. And you know what? The market was doing this, and this was doing that, and I said, you know what? I don't need the aggravation. So I got out of the trade basically flat. Kind of the other one, and I have to watch this one still, was LLNW. This had earnings, and you have to take a look at it on the daily chart. Had earnings this day. This was on Thursday. Had a nice, almost got to 4. I watched it on Friday to see if it could take out 4. Couldn't do it. And then this made the list, though. This made the watch list as something to watch. It took out 4, but it just doesn't really want to leave it behind. It has room until 5. Let me just show you what I'm seeing on the weekly chart. So you can see, it has room to this 5 level. And I thought, well, okay, it's on a low float, 110 million in the float, but it just really has not moved that much. And so I got into that one, I believe it was 406, and again, I got out of that one flat. So, just not a lot of what I would call great trend plays today. I'm not saying there are none, but just not great trend plays today. Trend meaning, you get into something and it has movement in the same direction, even if it moves down, but just not the chop. Just a lot of choppiness. This would be the poster child today for choppiness. This one, of course, was I guess we call it fun to play last week. Look how choppy this one is. Choppy meaning look at the topping tails and the bottoming tails on that 15-minute candle. This got a lot of us excited when it broke through 8. It got up there and then it just immediately collapsed and now down here. So anyway, a lot of choppiness. The low float's definitely not in favor today anyway. And that might be it for them. Might have run their course. We'll definitely be in this is the week that earnings season really starts, and I anticipate a lot of earnings plays for the balance of this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday anyway. We have about 700 companies releasing, and then I think next week we have about 1,000. So we should have a lot more earnings plays. And typically, if you can find the right ones, they can have great trends all day long. So that'll be the challenge, of course, is to find the right ones. All right, that's about it for the recap. I want to get back into the room. So if you have any questions for me, you can use this email address. Again, this is the link for our free room, and I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. So I hope everybody has a great evening, and we'll see you in the trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.